Hi everyone! Today I'm testing out the Woomer Watercolor Set, which I received to review honestly and see how it performs. You might remember that I recently reviewed their colored pencils and I absolutely loved them. They were a fantastic budget-friendly option, so when Woomer asked if I wanted to try their watercolors, I was super curious to see if they live up to the same quality. This set comes with 36 colors packed in a lightweight plastic case that feels pretty travel-friendly. If you like painting on the go, this could be easy to toss in your bag. Inside, I got two brushes, a round and a flat one, and they seem quite soft. I don't usually use brushes like this, but who knows, maybe this will finally push me to try out some plein air painting. Looking at the back, most colors are semi-opaque with a 3-star light fast rating, which is about what I'd expect from a beginner-friendly or budget travel set. The price is just under $20 for everything, which makes me even more curious to see how these perform. Plus, you get 10 sheets of 100% cotton artist-grade paper, a nice little bonus that I'll also be testing. Since a lot of you follow me for coloring books, I'll be trying this out in books too to see how they behave on that paper. Let's dive in and see what these watercolors can do. To start, I painted a colorful landscape to test the vibrancy of the colors and see how well they blend. I used the paper that came with the set, which is advertised as artist grade, but for me it feels more like academy grade. Honestly, for this price, you can't expect the highest quality cotton, but the colors spread quite well, and I think this paper is actually good for beginners and learning in general. I used very thin tape, which, if you're a beginner, I don't recommend. The paint can seep through, but since this was just a test, I wasn't too careful when taping the edges. I purposely used a lot of colors and they really look vibrant. They are surprisingly bright and blend really well on this paper. I have to admit I'm pleasantly surprised. The transparency is also quite nice, and while the paint moved around a lot on this paper, it created some interesting effects. Since I was having fun, I ended up making a few more small watercolor pieces to further test the set and explore the rest of the colors. So far, it's looking promising. I often make these mini watercolor cards for my sister's brand. She's a designer and sells handmade products. Besides that, I also help out by making jewelry and bags, and I paint the packaging and little tags that go with the products. I like having these thank you cards ready whenever I give something to someone. They're fun, relaxing, and honestly a great warm-up before working on bigger paintings. When I struggle to focus on a specific project, I just grab a piece of paper, divide it into smaller sections, and paint mini landscapes or simple designs depending on my mood. So here I tried out a few more colors and everything worked out really well. Unlike lower quality watercolors, these don't leave splotchy stains, the colors are clean and they dry pretty evenly. Now let's move on to coloring books, since I know a lot of you are hobbyists who love trying out different mediums, and watercolors can absolutely be a part of that. For this test, I chose Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder because I think the little houses in it will look amazing with watercolors. Of course, this paper isn't designed for watercolors, so let's see how these paints behave on a non-watercolor surface. Right away, I can tell that the paint appears more opaque, which is completely normal because there's no real flow on this type of paper. One thing I immediately noticed is that if you're not experienced with watercolor or color mixing, this set's 36 colors are more than enough to work with. I don't even need to mix them, I just layer colors on top of each other, which makes everything so much easier. For this page, I am going for a moody yet glowing effect, which I absolutely love. Night colors can be so vibrant and striking, and since purple and blue are complementary to yellow and orange, those bright accents will stand out beautifully. As for Johanna's black outlines, I'll be using a bit of gesso to cover them. It's just my personal preference, I love the effect it creates. Right away, this makes the colors appear even more opaque, almost like gouache in some areas, but that's totally fine for coloring books. Of course, gesso isn't necessary at all, especially for an illustration like this. Many artists actually combine ink and watercolor all the time. But I enjoy adding a bit of gesso to create a bigger contrast and make it feel more like a painting rather than just a colored illustration. So after testing these Woomer watercolors in different ways, on their included paper, in a coloring book, and for some mini paintings, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. Woomer advertises this as a set for beginners, hobbyists, and painting enthusiasts, and it definitely meets those expectations. The colors are vibrant and blend well. They dry evenly with no weird streaks or stains. The set includes a great range of colors, so you don't have to mix much if you're a beginner. It even comes with 100% cotton paper, which, while not top-tier artist grade, is really nice for practice. Of course, there are some limitations. On non-watercolor paper, the opacity tends to be higher. Some colors like Payne's Gray appear a bit darker and more opaque compared to higher-end artist grade paints. But honestly, for this price, this is still a solid budget set for anyone looking for an affordable and travel-friendly option. The results turned out pretty well, and I hope you can see that in the artwork I've created in this video. I can definitely see myself using this for quick sketches, small watercolor pieces, and even in my coloring books when I want a simple, enjoyable painting session. If you've tried this set, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. You can also find all the details about the materials I used in the video description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.